My name is Sarah Kelley, and this is my husband, Johnny Kelley.
And we planted Discover Family Church September 7th, 2014. So we launched in a YMCA, and so around the 5.5-year mark, we started looking for a building and found a building in a phenomenal location, but not necessarily a phenomenal building. And so we jumped on it. Moved in 8 weeks before COVID shut us down. 6 months after we moved in, we shut the doors and moved everything we owned as a church into a storage unit and didn't know what we were going to do next. I woke up one morning and rolled over and picked up my phone, and overnight I had gotten just tons. I mean, my phone had blown up with text messages, voicemails, emails. I had Facebook messages, and they were all from a group of people that had planted a church a couple years after we did, and we had helped them through the process of launching, telling me, we want you guys to buy the building for what we owe. The next day, I was walking the building with the vice president of the bank, and we walked out to her car. She shook my hand and said, Johnny, you guys have financing, and moved in. Our first Sunday was our 7th anniversary as a church, and we'd spent 3 years getting beat up by the enemy. The church had been just attacked by the enemy for 3 years, and it didn't work. We moved into the building and started growing. I think that was the moment when the enemy started attacking my family instead. I had had ACL surgery about 10 years earlier, and it was starting to really become an issue. Basically, it came down to, after a bunch of tests, that I had to have a partial knee replacement. In the midst of recovering from that is when Sarah discovered her cancer.
So it was the end of March. I discovered a lump in my breast. Kind of knew in my gut what it was, even though I didn't really know yet. And so we prayed, and over the next month or two, I was diagnosed formally with breast cancer. And so I had to have a double mastectomy, and we went through chemotherapy. And so now we're kind of just getting back on our feet again. I'm cancer-free.
Praise God.
As of now, I'm cancer-free. I'm looking forward to what God is going to do, because I think it's something new and different. It's going to be awesome.
At the moment, it feels to me, and I know for Sarah too, it feels, it's always darkest before the dawn, and I feel like we've gone through the darkest. Like, I see light, not just for our church, for our family. There is an excitement that is coming. We moved into this building and immediately got sick, and the church understood. They understood that I was going to take care of my family, but they've kept everything going, and we've maintained, and now we're coming past it and we're growing. Last Sunday was our biggest Sunday we've had since we were at the YMCA 4.5 years ago. We saw 12 people get saved this week. All this incredible stuff that's happening, and there's an excitement level that's in our church, in our people, a hunger for what God's doing and a growth that's happening. God's used this hard time to show how great He is in the midst of my struggle. He's showing off, and I'm really cool with that. And so I'm excited about what God's doing for our family and for our church now. Throughout all this, ARC has just been a massive support. They've advocated for us. They've been our family, just every step of the way.
They let you know that you're not forgotten. Somehow they find out that you need something, and they let you know that you're not forgotten and that they've got your back.